I wish I could go back to the 3rd grade, where I was in a state of simpler mind. Innocence defined a destination of a simpler time, where recess was my favorite time of day. Go outside, swing on some swings, be with friends and play. After we played, we'd head on over to arts and crafts, the age where no kid cared if your shirt didn't match your pants, and after that, it's middle school, a place where little fools drown themselves in the swimming pool of commodity, which is the product we bought with the investment in the ideology of a flawed society, which presents a false philosophy of equality to govern all of the colonies made up completely by us oddities. But then we find it odd when the one man hatches a plan of action to be the main attraction when he's not constrained by the distraction of the newest inane fashion, as he creates some traction from practicing, relaxing, and finding peace in who he is, which then presents the new idea that we should all strive to keep in our minds, which is despite the media's tries at feeding us lies, we need to take an immediate stride to completely realize that we should celebrate the fact that we're also uniquely diverse and actually start to converse so we can learn about each other as well as learn from one another and celebrate our differences. Live forward with a new initiative so we may be efficient in petitioning society's positioning of all of its constituents into cliques and into groups that never seem to interloop. They keep everybody segregated. Potential friends are separated, and that makes me really aggravated. Cause then the kids like me who aren't about that then become the outcasts. It's the nonconformists that aren't supportive and insubordinate when society implores us to its ordinance. And when we neglect to accept, we're then dubbed as the unimportant. Because our view of what the norm is or of what cool is apparently distorted. But we need to just ignore them. Refuse to conform to the norm, be who you are before them. Be stubborn, don't take cover, but instead bask in the sunlight of individuality. Don't let the closed minds close in the lines and define your own reality. It's your story. It's the life you've been given. So celebrate every day, enjoy every second you're living. I know it's hard when life deals you a hand of cards that demands a man of heart, because life's not a plan, it's art. And art is the subject of all genres and all kinds. Art is nothing more than just a reflection of a collection of thoughts present in the artist's mind. Yet we have the hardest time, simply being fine with who we are, so we change ourselves all the time. Style switches on a dime, a penny for a thought, yet $1 billion wouldn't buy my mind. Cause I'm a 100% original, free-thinking individual that most people find unusual. Cause I don't let my thoughts get locked inside of the box of trends. I need to have room to think free and breathe in some oxygen so I can think clearly about the things I miss dearly, like seeing the pride that resides inside of the eyes of the girls and guys who strive to be different, which is a trait that has begun disappearing. So this is a message to all of the misfits, those who treasure their existence, those who are proud to be extrinsic and exquisite, those who are indifferent if not resistant to the limits our society presents us in their attempt to condense us. The free-thinking, the rebels, the nonconformists, the one-of-a-kinds that are supportive of the fact that to be cool we don't need the media's help. We need to be happy by being ourselves. So here's my advice to you, take it or leave it, but I hope you believe it. To be cool, simply just be yourself.